A salary is a combination of weekly pays for the entire year. So, if a person makes $10 in 1 week, and there are 52 weeks in 1 year, $10 a week times 52 weeks in a year equals an annual salary of $520. Raise your hand if you need more assistance with this concept.
When you have a monthly payment, you can take it times 12 to get the annual amount due. For example, if my house was $500 per month, and there are 12 months in 1 year, 500 times 12 is $6,000 per year. Today, you learned about budgeting and how you need a budget to plan for needs, wants, and savings too. You also practiced writing for a different purpose by using Facebook. I am proud that you completed this activity. It took a lot of skills including reading and writing. Well done. Thank you.
Looking at the web and the internet. And then a quest is like a discovery. So what we're going to be doing is learning through the computer today. So I've created a Webquest on economics. And we are going to be learning about budgeting, we're going to be learning about needs and wants, and it's going to be really fun, I think. So I'm going to put the URL up here, and you can type it in at the very top of your screen. And then we're going to kind of go through it a little bit together. And you're going to end up selecting your dream job. So you might want to be thinking about that. Your dream job, and then you're going to choose lifestyle choices, and then calculate a whole budget, and then see if it all came together, see if you have any money left over, and then create a fake book. So a fake book is kind of like Facebook, except it's okay to use at school, and it's just not a real Facebook. So you guys can go ahead and go to, I'll write it kind of over here too, but it's Bullard Economics, one word. .weebly.com. Raise your hand if you're still working on getting there. Okay. So first what we're going to do, I handed you out a piece of paper, and you're going to look at the blank side first. And what I want you to do is write what you think a budget is. And then what you think a need and a want is. And then hopefully by the end of the lesson, you'll be able to better know what a budget is and what a need is and what a want is. So 3 things: budget, need, and want. So you won't be wrong since we haven't talked about it yet. Just what you think a budget is, what you think a want is, and what you think a need is. Okay, exactly. So she said the amount of money that you want to pay without going over. What did you say? Okay, set spending limit. Good.
When to stop and not go too far.
Yep. One more. You.
Yeah, a budget is a program that helps you use your money properly.
Okay, yeah. So it's like a spending limit. And so with that, what is a need in life? Yeah.
Something that helps you buy.
Yeah, so it's something that you have to have. What's an example?
You have to have food.
Yep, you have to have food. Can't live without it.
Else,
Yeah, you have to have some sort of shelter. Water. One more. Money. Okay? And what's a want? Yeah, so it's something that you want, something that would make your life more fun, more enjoyable, or just better. We'll just do 2 examples and then we'll get started. Okay, so what's an example for you? Something that you want. An iPhone, okay, and one more? Okay, so a toy. So now that we've got a better understanding of what budgeting is, what needs and wants are, let's all click on the top of the page where it says Task 1, and we'll get started. Since we've already kind of done the home and the lunch together, click on the Task 1. And I'll read the top part. We now know that a budget is an amount of money that you want to spend without going over and still being able to save. The task is going to be picking a job and finding its salary. So whenever it says getting started, you're going to think about your dream job. So try and think about something that you want to do in your future and write it down first. Then there's a link that says jobs and salaries, and that's where you're going to find its salary, hopefully. If it's not in there, then maybe you can pick a second choice or something that's similar. So that's going to be the first thing, and you can click on the dog and see what he has to say. But that's going to be the first thing, and then after you do that, then just follow the next couple steps. So, step 1, pick your dream job, and then we'll move on from there. Any questions? Okay, go ahead and get started. You can keep your paper on the same page. So you're going to pick your dream job first, and then click on the link to find its salary. The link says jobs and salaries. For you to write down, it's numbered 1 through 4. It's like housing, transportation, food and entertainment, and then you're going to click on a Prezi, and that's where you're going to go through and pick your different lifestyle choices. And it's kind of self-explanatory once you get there, but that link is called Budgeting Pick Your Future Prezi. Okay, so once you've got your salary written down, go ahead and move to that task 1 part. Yep.
Through this Prezi, students budget and pick their future. They go to housing, and they can pick either an average Joe house. They can pick a pretty classy house. Or they can pick a superstar house. Each has different monthly payments, which will reflect upon which job they have, which in turn is all about what budgeting is about. They go to transportation, and they do the same with the car payments and try and figure out which car they want. and which payment they want to spend. Same with the food. Do they want to eat out a lot? Do they want to stay at home a lot? Or do they just want to go all out? Food. And then entertainment. Do they just want to sit at home and watch Netflix for $7? Do they want to go out once per weekend? Or do they want to have a superstar lifestyle? By doing this, students will be able to see what lifestyle they want and how they're going to budget their money for that.
Your food and your entertainment, and hopefully you're on your way to multiplying them all by 12. After you do that, you're going to take your salary and then subtract it by that number. So all of your housing, transportation, food and entertainment, add all those together, and then take your salary and subtract all of those. And that will give you whether or not you did your budgeting to your liking, and then if you have money left over, then you can spend all the rest on your wants. Okay? And after you do that, you can go to the task 2 page, and for the rest of the time, work on, there's 10 posts that say that you should post about, so we're kind of writing for a different purpose. We're writing in future tense. So you know how like people write statuses and they write like, today I went to work as a archaeologist. And so you can write in future tense of what your life might be like at that time. So that's what you're going to write about in the thick book. And you can go ahead and get started on that. What are you what's your job?